I personally think we may or may not get Trumpian tariffs. I don't think you're going to see a dramatic right-wing restructuring of the American economy. I think the question is a little narrower than that. So take the vice president-elect of the United States, J.D. Vance, and the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, right? Who both have obviously strong associations with this administration. Musk himself was originally a Clinton Democrat. He was never a doctrinaire libertarian, but as he has moved right, I think he has come to inhabit sort of that libertarian space where he's ended up in charge of a commission that's supposed to figure out how to, transform the federal government.
Trillions of dollars from federal spending.
It's not the Tea Party, but it has something in common with Tea Party ideas there, right? Whereas the Vance perspective, in certain ways, it goes all the way to the sort of deep structural critique you were talking about that you don't agree with. But in part, it's just more based around, I think, the idea that, the working class in America needs certain forms of help and support that it hasn't gotten, and that traditional Republican policy making hasn't delivered. And I see that as sort of the tension inside the Trump administration going forward. Like, are we returning to a kind of just dynamism-oriented, libertarian government cutting, or is there, again, some sort of populist synthesis available?
My vision, and, I wonder how you react to this. We were talking about this idea of the right as the anti-left and, kind of what are the ideas that, kind of occupy that space, what dominates. My vision is that the thing that is healing ultimately is going to be the embrace of certain values, ideas, sensibilities, habits that contribute to human flourishing ultimately. And that the idea that you're going to look to a tax credit or the idea that you're going to look to the state to deliver this, it's just not going to happen. You need the state to be competent within its domain, highly effective, capable, and competent within its domain to create the conditions so that we can actually build these really families or networks of families or community. It's a pluralistic vision for what the ultimate solution is going to look like to this discontent you're describing. And the fantasy of government fixing these things is something that stems from this intense secularization and this kind of collapse of communal life. And so when I think about Musk, I guess my reaction is this seems very exciting, the idea of celebrating the energy of building and creating and the idea of, kind of unleashing wealth creation. These kinds of things can be good and healthy.